Hi, everybody, and welcome to another session, a free webinar by Encora. We believe in spreading free education, and this is a way of giving back. This is by Encora Elements. Today, we are going to have a webinar on understanding progressive web apps, and this will be presented to us by Kruti, who is a senior software developer with over 8 years of experience in front-end technologies, specializing in React, JS, and JavaScript. She's also had the opportunity to work with many major clients at Encora, and we're very happy to present this to you today. I would also like to mention that Kruti's one of her favorite hobbies is drawing, which is something that she's very good at. And since of late, she has also started creating reels and sharing the same on Instagram. So without wasting any more time, I will hand this session over to Kruti. And over to you, Kruti. Thank you.
Thank you, David. So today we'll start with my brief introduction. As David mentioned, I'm having 8+ years of experience in all the front-end technologies and having majorly on React, JS, and JavaScript, which are my core understanding and core area. So we'll start on this webinar, which is understanding progressive web apps. So today we will learn everything about progressive web apps, and at the end I'll show demo for how to test is it working correctly or not. So let's start with the presentation. So first of all, what is PWA? What is Progressive Web Apps? So Progressive Web Apps is developed to have look and feel same as our App Store application, which we download from App Store or Play Store, right? So it is similar to that, but with using more modern technologies, we are having an app-like experience, but it is not actual app. Okay, it is actually a website, but we are treating it as an application. So they are designed to work on any platform that user is a standard compliant browser, and they are combined with both web and native experience. So web and native experience means web is a website, and native apps means the apps which we are downloading from the App Store and Play Store. So we combine those both experience into one, which is PWA. Okay, so now these are the key concepts we are going to cover in this webinar. So let's start with the key characteristics of PWA. Key characteristics of PWA, which are we can say where PWA is mainly focused on. So by that we can see, first of all, it is a progressive web app. So progressive is the main key characteristics. So just what is progressive means is that regardless of browser platform, they are not depending on anything. It is work flawlessly in every browser and every platform. So there is no any dependency of hardware or software or anything. Okay. So next is discoverable. So main area of PWA and main key characteristic you can say is SEO. It is SEO friendly. Okay. SEO friendly means whenever you search particular keywords in the browser, at that time, this if your website is in a PWA, then it is more chance that your website will come up first, because PWA is more SEO friendly. It is by default giving all the features. By that, it is appear in a first when anyone is searching for something flowers. Then if your website is regarding flowers, then your website comes first. So your user engagement will increase by using PWA. Okay, so another is installable. Installable means this is a website, but still we are giving option to users to install that particular website on your phone by having a icon same as a normal app store application as we download and install, same as we are having icon for this. Even if it is not an application, still we are having an icon, so that by that we can say that it is installable. We will learn more on that, but this is just a main key characteristics. So as I said earlier, it is mainly app-like experience. You would not feel that this is a website. Look and feel and everything would be a app. Okay. So next is linkable. Linkable means if you wanted to share your website, like this is the very nice website and you wanted to share with your friend. So you don't need to ask them that go to this particular app store and download it. You can share the link, and that link is easily accessible by anyone. There is no need to install, download anything. Okay. So after that, offline capabilities. So offline capabilities means if your website is PWA, okay, at the time you can access your website even if you are not connected to the internet. So PWA is also focusing on more user engagement even if they are not connected to the internet. So we are caching the stuffs, caching the pages which we want to show while user is not connected to internet. And at the time, user can still surf and do the stuff which they wanted to do. Okay. So next is responsive. So it is easily adapted to any devices, desktop, tablet, mobile, anything. So it is seamlessly available to any devices. Okay, now next is fresh. So in the if we are having a downloaded and installed application, at the time we need to periodically need to get updates. Okay, but here for PW it is not the same scenario. It is automatically updated, and you don't need to worry about latest updation of your application. So it is also a major feature of PWA. And also PWA is very safe because it ensures that your website should be on HTTPS. So your data can't be used or can't be hacked. Okay. And re-engageable. So this is also a major feature which is re-engageable. Re-engageable means same as app-like experience. Here in PWA, we are sending push notifications to user. Like user has added a particular product to their cart, but didn't check out yet. So at the time, we are giving notification to the users that you already added this but didn't check out, do you still want to buy it, something like that. So by that we are re-engaging the customers to do the checkout and buy stuff on our website. Okay, so these all are mainly major key features of PWA. So because of this, PWA is topmost priority for all the e-commerce websites. All the e-commerce websites are moving forward to creating their website in PWAs. Okay, so we will check the latest real-time examples in go forward slides. So yeah, let's proceed. Yeah, these are the benefits of PWA. Here, why PWA and what are the benefits? So earlier we discussed about all the features of PWA, but there should be a benefits. So benefits are improved performance, means it as we discussed, it is offline accessible. So even if the user is not offline and in the very poor network connection, at the time also it will easily rendered, just because we are handling all the pages in the cache. Okay, so from the cache it is easily accessible even if in the lower network, poor connection. Okay, so by that we can say improve performance, user will not see load time, more load times. Okay, so better user engagement, as we are sending push notifications, and also we are giving home screen icon, same as uh, native applications. Okay, so by that only clicking on home screen icon, user can access your website. So by that we can re-engage the users. Okay, and also it is a cost effective because single code base for both web and mobile. So we don't need to write different code, and we don't need to manage different repos for website and application. So it will work flawlessly on both. And also a secured connection because of HTTPS, and accessible in all device, as we discussed. Okay, yeah. Moving forward, yeah, so we will discuss about what are the difference between native apps and web apps. Okay, so here the key characteristics of native application, and this is for progressive web apps. So in native application, you need to manage a separate code for iOS, separate code for Android, and it is working in particular areas, like Android will work in only Android devices, and iOS will work only on iOS. Okay, so those are the benefits, and also a rich experience, and all the things are more beneficial on that. But with compare of that native apps, what PWA is mainly ahead of that. So in PWA, which are having rich user experience, can be used offline and can be used single code. Like we don't require to have a different code for Android and iOS. A single code can be work on anything, uh, any browsers and any iOS and Androids. Okay, so these are the main key characteristics, and by that all the e-commerce website are mainly focused on PWS now. So this is very beneficial for having more users and enhancing the website engagement. Okay, yeah, this is the difference, and let's proceed. So now we will understand with technical architecture of PWA. Okay, so how PWA is created, and what are the things we need to create to have our application as a PWA compatible. Okay, so this is the flow of PWA. So mainly, major part is here for PWA is a service worker. Okay, so we will learn more about service worker in forward slides, but here let's understand about this flow. So if user is using PWA website, okay, and open a PWA website, at the time the particular request has been sent to the service worker, and service worker will handle everything to what to display and what not on the PWA. So we will write everything inside service worker And service worker will handle everything. Like if user is online, then it will fetch data from the backend and show it to the PWA website. But if user is not offline, not online, at the time it is fetching data from the cache, which we already did while user was on online. Okay, so by that, service worker is helping us to show our contents on the PWA website even if user was offline. Okay, so service worker is here a heart of PWA. Okay, and also service worker is mainly focused on uh, having a push notification and caching the data. And if your your pages is already cached, and even if user is online, if your pages is already cached, then it is not going again to the backend to fetch the data. It is always fetching data from the cache. So by that, we are having less calls to the backend and more faster website. Okay, so by that, service worker is playing a vast role to have our application have re-engage of customer and everything. Okay, so let's understand more on service worker. And also we are having another key concept of PWA is manifest JSON. So let's understand about this too in next slide. So here, let's first focus on service worker. So as I said, service worker is a background script. Service worker is running in a background and enable features of offline functionality, push notification, background sync, and it is operating independently from the web page. Okay, so there is nothing like while service worker is working, our application would show loader. It is nothing like that. So service worker is working in a background. Okay, and service worker have independent life cycle. It includes installation, activation, and running phases. Like whenever our PWA website is open first time on any user's mobile or desktop. So on a first time, the service worker is going to install on that particular web page. A service worker has been activated and running in the phase. So this particular thing, your service worker needs to be installed, activated on the website to have all the PWA features enabled. If your service worker is not installed properly, if it is not activated, then there is chances that your PWA would not work actually as a PWA. Your push notification will not work, your installation will not work. So everything should be on the correct service worker in implementation. Okay. So now let's focus on manifest. So what is manifest? So here manifest is a JSON file. So in that JSON file, we are providing metadata about the application. Like we are giving a description, we are giving everything regarding our application. Like this is the name of my application, this is the description, and this is the images which we wanted to show as an icon. Like we are providing user an icon to install it and open it anytime from that particular icon. So we need to provide URL of that icon. So by that, service worker can get that, okay, this is the image and this is the icon. So by that, I can service worker can create that particular app-like experience. Okay, so here this is a two key concept of PWA. which is mainly required for your website to be a PW enabled. Okay, so yeah, also need to provide a start URL from where your website has been started, like if it is a home page, if it is a login page, anything. So you need to provide start URL. And yeah, let's proceed with the very detailed understanding of service worker and web app manifest. So before that, I have added some real world example of PWA. So you guys can have more understanding of uh, very very known website has already moved to use PWA. Okay, so here 3 examples are Google Maps, Twitter Lite, and Flipkart. Okay, so what Google Maps is and why Google Maps is using PWA just to have a very well-known feature of PWA is offline access. So in the Google Maps, if user is offline, or if user is any rural area where internet is not connected and very slow internet, so at the time they might not get the correct navigation in the Google Maps if Google has not used PWA. So by having offline access and user feels seamless and they are not stopped or blocked by the internet. So by having seamless experience, Google Map can do this with PWA. Okay, and Twitter Lite is also using PWA and using service worker to catch tweets and images. So whenever user come back and if user is offline, okay, so still they can surf and see the tweets and images same as user is online. So by having performance improvement, Twitter Lite is having lots of improvement in this area by using PWA. Same for Flipkart. It is providing faster using the service worker. It is fast and reliable experience even on slow networks. So this all the major websites are mainly focused on having seamless experience in offline and low internet, and also they are improved performing by caching the data with the service worker. Okay, so let's have some more understanding of how they improved. Okay, so these are the case studies of how they are improved. Okay, so with Twitter Lite, 70% increase in the page session because of having caching data. Okay, so 20% decrease in a bounce rate. So as user is not facing any loader and any website loading and continuous, user need to wait. So sometime while waiting, they feel like, okay, I'll do it later, and they never come back. So by that, 20% decrease in bounce rate and 65% increase page per session on iOS devices. So these are all the benefits due to PWA, using PWA. So same for Pinterest and Forbes. They are seeing 100% more session per user, 43% increase in sessions. So all are feeling using PWA is worth. Okay. These are some more example of which are well-known website has used PWA. So they all feel this all the increases in their websites. Trivago, Twitter, Make My Trip, all the website has moved to make their website to PWA friendly. Okay. So moving forward, we will learn about implementing PWA, how you can implement PWA to your website. Okay. So first of all, as we discussed, manifestation and service worker both are main key heart of the PWA. So at that time, you can see that this is the manifestation which we have created. So here we will provide name of our application, short name of application, and start URL like home page or login page, whatever the first page of your application. And we are providing a background, theme, description, and also icons. So which are the icons you wanted to show while user will have a icon on their desktop or on their home screen. Okay, so these are the basic thing we need to do first. So first of all, you need to create this manifestation, and after that, you need to give that particular path inside the head section of your HTML file. So like this, you need to give reference of your manifestation. So once you do that, then your PWA will understand about, okay, I have manifestation and I have everything which is required to create an icon and create basic description while seeing in the SEO. So whenever user will search for your website, like user will search for some PWA, then your website will come first and show all the details which you have provided in the manifestation. Okay, yeah. So next is service worker, how you will create service worker. So create a file named service worker and add these details. So let's understand what this service worker is mean to be. Okay, so here first of all, cache name. Cache name is the file name by that the particular cached file has been created on the background. So this is the cached file we will create, a service worker will create in the background. So we have given a file name here, which is PWA cache v1. Here next is that URLs to cache. So URL to cache means here we need to provide all the path of our pages which we need to be cached. Okay, so why we need to give path? Because some of the pages are very sensitive, so we should not cache those sensitive data on the website. Okay, so just because that because we are not able, we should not save the sensitive data, we need to provide which particular URLs and which particular pages you need to be cached. Okay, so here we have provided array of those all the pages which we need to be cached. Okay, so here by providing the pages, what we are saying to service worker is that whenever user is offline, show these pages which I have provided into the URLs to cache, and don't show the pages which we didn't cache. So that means those are sensitive and do not show while user is offline. Like we have provided URLs of home page, product page, and category pages. Okay, so this all pages are very user friendly and there is nothing like sensitive data. So we are giving URLs to show them, cache them. Okay, so we will cache that and show the cart page. So we can also have cached a cart page, but after the cart page we should not cache the payment page, because payment page contains all the sensitive data like credit card data, users address, and everything. So those page should not be cached. So whenever you are trying to make your website as a PWA, just keep these things in mind that do not cache the sensitive data, okay, which is not a good practice. So yeah, next is we are creating event listeners. We are creating 3 event listener, install, fetch, and activate. As I have explained in service worker description, we need to create a service worker installation, service worker fetch, and service worker activate. So if these 3 things not been specified, then service worker will not work. Okay. So first of all, you need to have event listener for install service worker. Okay, so here we have written event listener to install service worker whenever user is opening your website for the very first time. Okay, so whenever user is loading your website first time, this install event listener will execute, and it will wait until your cached file has been cached. So here we are caching file, caching all these file. URLs to cache means all these files service worker is caching inside this cache name. So we are opening this cache file and store this all the cached file into PWA cache v1. Okay, so in the very first start, we are caching everything which we have specified over here. Okay, so again user has come, but it is not a first time. User came back a second time. Okay, so in second time user will not feel any lag or anything. User will get data from cache, because at the time install will not run because it is already installed. So it will come to the fetch part, and here in a fetch part it will check that whatever the request has been whatever the page has been requested, like user land on the index.html. Okay, so at the time it will check for is it the same page we have cached. If it is cached, then use from the cache, otherwise fetch from the backend. So here it will fetch from the backend. Okay, so by that it is more faster to use from the cached, and there is no lag, no loading. So by that, when user come frequently, they will feel seamless experience. Okay, and after that, activate. What activate event listener will do, it is every time checking that whatever the files we have cached is the updated files. Like if I have updated this particular list, and now I don't wanted to cache this script.js, and here service worker was already having cached script.js. Okay, so every time it is checked that whatever the files is mentioned over here, URLs to cache, is updated one. Sorry. So if it okay. So if it is updated one, then it will run for every names, and if it is not similar, like if that particular name is not found here, then they are deleting that particular cached file. So every time it is checking that whatever we are caching, it should be updated as per the URLs to cache list. So here we are making service worker very intelligent and very performance improvement wise, we are providing everything. Okay, so service worker will do everything on our end, and everything should be updated. Okay, so this is the service worker file. This all the things you need to mention inside the service worker. Okay, so once you have created service worker file, at that time After that, you need to register your service worker. So after saving your service worker file, you need to register that particular file as a service worker. So here we are on website load, we are registering service worker. So whenever your website is loading, at the time we register service worker, so it will go inside your service worker file and then register your service worker into your website. So by that, everything will work as per PWA compatible. So if you are creating service worker file but not registering your service worker, then nothing will do. Nothing will perform as per the requirement. Okay, so this part is very important to have your website as a PWA compatible. Okay. Now let's proceed next. Next thing is also you need to make sure is your website should be HTTPS. So it should be a secure connection. If your website is not HTTPS and it is like HTTP only, so at the time your PWA compatible will not work. The service worker will not work as per intention. Okay, so if your website is only in HTTP, then you need to obtain SSL certificate and configure your server accordingly, because it will not work in a HTTP only. Okay, so this is also a key concept should be in mind while creating your website as a PWA. Okay, next is how you can test your PWA. Like you have built everything, you have did everything required, but after that you need to test like is your website is actually working as a PWA, is it PWA compatible or not. Okay, so these are the steps, I mean not a steps, but you need to go through this all the things like this is working as per intended. So for that, this is the PWA builder, which is providing us direct access of your website. Like in the PWA builder, I'll show you later in the demo that in the PWA builder, you just need to give a website link and your website link, and once you give your website link, it will give everything like how your manifestation, how your service worker, it will give you installable code where you can uh, give your application for the App Store or Play Store. So it will give everything which you required after you have created your PWA app, website. Okay, so you can check it out for after your PWA implementation. Next is PWA builder is also giving benefit to image generator. Okay, so by saying image generator means as we discussed in a manifestation, we are providing image icons. Okay, so those particular icons we can generate from the PWA builder. And why we require to generate it from the PWA builder is because whenever we require to give our application to Play Store or App Store, but instead we are not giving it to App Store or Play Store, but we are having that particular icon should be compatible with the iOS and Android both. So it will create a compatible version of image for iOS, for Android, and for Windows, all of three. So you will get all the compatible versions of images. So by that you can get better idea of this. So this is also very helpful website where you can create and generate your image. Okay, and this is the tool which we used to use while we implemented our PWA, but this is currently deprecated. Like, we were using Google Lighthouse to check and audit our PWA, but recently they have removed PWA check from the Google Lighthouse. So right now, if you can see, if you will try on seeing on Google Lighthouse, then you will not see the PWA check over there. So you only get the check of best practices, performance, accessibility, and SEO. So you can check these four things on the Google Lighthouse, but not a PWA. So for PWA, you can check PWA Builder. Okay, and also you can validate web app manifest from your website. You need to check in a DevTools that your manifestation is properly created and connected. Also check the HTTPS usage, and also check your service worker is registered and installed and activated. Okay, and also check that is it working in a low network and offline. So this particular all the things you need to make sure while you have created your PW website. Okay. Now next is demo of testing PWA. So whatever we discussed, we will test, and I'll show you how to test. Okay. So this is the my GitHub repo, which I have created for Next PW app. So why Next PW app is whatever the key characteristic I have explained is Next is providing all of them by default. So if you are planning to create your website from the scratch, and it is you are planning to do it in a PWA, then Next PWA is the very much top priority we should use, because Next is providing everything by default. So we don't need to add service worker on our end. We just need to add manifest.json, and our PWA website is ready. So for that, you can check this code, and I'll give this links in a reference, so you can check it out. So now let's do the demo. Yeah, so this is the GitHub repo which I have shown you. So here, how can you test is here, as you can see, this is the install Next PWA. So whenever your PWA is correct, I mean, you did everything correctly, and PWA, your website is PWA compatible, at the time you can see this install icon here. Okay, so if you wanted to see that this YouTube, and in the YouTube also you can see this. Okay, so this is just example I have shown you that YouTube is also using PWA to have install website only, not an application. Okay, so once you click here, it will ask you for the install the app, which is, if you do install, then it will install your app in a fraction of second, and it will open your website as a app. See here, you can see that this is not at all feel like website. Here we can see everything as an application. There is no search bar and nothing. So this is providing app-like performance while user download and open from that particular icon. Okay, so this is the icon because I have provided this icon in the manifest.json. this particular app is app name, next PW app, which name I have given, and this is the icon. So from manifest.json, they will took everything. Okay, so this is the first part. And another thing is that here inside DevTool, in the application tab, you can see this service worker. Okay, so here you can see this service worker is created, registered, and activated. See, it is saying activated and running. Okay, so here we can ensure that our service worker is registered and activated properly. And here, from here, you can unregister, update, and everything. Also, this is for test push notification. Right now, I didn't implemented the push notification, but if you have implemented push notification into your service worker, you can test it by clicking push here. So if you click push, you will get notification here inside your application which user has downloaded. So here you will see that message. Okay, so from here you can test everything. And for manifest, here you can see this manifest, and this is the manifest JSON which I have provided. See, I have provided everything as per requirement. See, theme, color, short name, description. Okay, so here we have also tested our manifest JSON service worker, and also we can test the lighthouse. But as I said, they have removed PWA option from here. It was there earlier, but right now they have removed it. So here from analyze page load, you can analyze your page like its performance, accessibility, best practice, and everything. So here it is providing us everything like in performance, how much rating, accessibility, best practices, and SEO. So as I said, I did nothing on my end to implement service worker. Next.js is did everything on their end and see the rating. It is 99 in performance, 95 in accessibility, best practice in is 100, and for SEO it is 82. So for making SEO improvement, we can do on our end, but by default it is providing 82. So which is very good if you are using your PWA with Next.js. Okay, so see performance, and it is giving us all the details here, which is speed index, total blocking time, and everything. So this is regarding accessibility. So you can do deep dive here about your website and performance. Okay, so this is the one, and also I was showing you PWA image builder. So what I was talking about is here inside PWA builder, you can choose your file. You need to choose your file here, and after that you can give everything as per your requirement, like how should be your icon visible, like whatever the padding is required, your icon background should be transparent, or whatever you need to select, and platform. So as I said, this will create images for all of three platform. If you don't want for iOS, then you can uncheck and after that generate it. So I have generated it from for my next PWA demo. I have generated from here. So you can get idea more than once you refer that GitHub repo. So let me show you that GitHub repo. Yeah. So inside this, this is my manifest JSON. See, in here, as you can see, 3 folder has been created. I mean, that particular, if we do generate from here, it will create a zip file for you. And inside that zip file, you will get 3 folder for all of 3. So by that, I have copy pasted those 3 folder over here and copy pasted icons path over here, like size and everything. So these are for Windows and same as that for Android and iOS. See, for Android and for iOS. So these are the compatible wise we are giving icons, and this is the service worker. Yeah, this is a service worker which Next.js is already created on their end. So we don't need to create it on our end. If we are not using Next.js, then I have shown you the way how we can create the next service worker. But here they in Next.js, it is handling everything on their end. Okay, so this is the benefit of using Next.js. And yeah, let's go to the presentation. Okay, and last is the conclusion of everything which we discussed is why and what and how. Okay, so this all the benefits conclusion is that PWA offers a very powerful way to combine the best feature of web and native apps. So by having our PWA website, we are leading the market. So if we are having two e-commerce website, which is a PWA and one is a not a PWA, but whenever user is coming to search for any particular website, then your website will come first because your website is a SEO friendly just because of PWA. If another one which is not PWA, that is lesser SEO friendly, or that particular website needs to implement their SEO to have that website comes first. So by having PWA, you will have more benefits and more user engagement and more conversation rate. So providing offline accessibility is another benefit, fast performance, seamless user experience. So developers can create more engageable, accessible, and future-ready web application that meets today's need. So PWA is very, very useful in today's scenario and having in a competition market. Okay, so these are the resources which I would like to like you all to refer, which is very useful. And also I have given my GitHub repo link over here. Also, I'll provide it in a YouTube chat section, so you can get access of those. Okay, and yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask in a chat.
Kruti, we don't have any questions as of now, but we have a comment by Ayush who says interesting. So if we do get more comments as the video gets uploaded to YouTube, I will send them across to you and we can answer it here.
Okay, definitely.
Thank you for that very interesting session, which was very, very clear, Kruti.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks to everyone who attended.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, bye.